Saturday, 12 o'clock, the Garnet and Old show. No inside info, no contacts, no problem. I am live from Captain Black's studio in Orlando. Vince is reporting live from Tallahassee, right under Lot 12 gangway. And Vince, how goes the weather so far? I think you guys are in between two bunches of storm, but clear it looks like in Tallahassee.
Well, just tell you, like I was surprised how breezy it's been this morning, and we are in the breezeway, which helps out for sure. But it's overcast. It's been overcast all morning. I didn't tell you this, Ryan, but I bought like a bigger fan in anticipation of it just being a ridiculously hot day. But
Yeah.
we've been pleasant. It's been pleasant, and Lot 12 is the place to be. That's for sure.
Vince, I have to ask, what are you drinking?
I'm going a little light beer today, a little Michelob Ultra, and I'm actually representing my other team right now because all of the Garnet and Old uh, koozies were taken. So I had to take the remnants, but that's okay. Gotta get after that academics.
Well, Vince, I'm also joining you in the light beer in my
Yeah.
Florida State glasses. I have this glass for look at the old logo. This is 20 years old now.
Hmm.
I'm doing a Yingling Flight, so like their
Oh
light
yeah.
beer,
Yep.
which basically is Mick Ultra.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes.
Yingling itself is a great beer. Not a sponsor, by the way. Um, but out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, it may be the oldest brewery in the country, I think. But I'm very familiar with the Yingling brand, that's for sure.
Man, the Corso Fields. We all just watched it. Last Headgear.
Yeah.
Um, as heartfelt and as sad I was to see all the tributes and everything. It definitely is time. I mean, just because he was struggling extra today. Um, but hey, man, if I look and sound as good as him at 90 something years old, you did some things. You made it, right? I mean, so Lee
Yeah.
Corso,
Hey,
cheers to you.
yeah, cheers to you, Lee. We were just saying, I posted a little bit ago that he should have been here. It's stupid that he's not here. But that's
Yep.
partially our fault because our team was terrible this past season. Can you imagine if we had had a normal season, you would be looking at a ranked Bama versus a ranked uh, Florida State team, and the chances might have been better for him to be here. Everybody around here cheered, by the way, when he picked us. And I know it was a pick from his heart, not from his head. But the whole crowd here, we got a big group of people here with us. We got a huge tailgate next to us here on the other side of the breezeway. We got a huge tailgate over here. Everybody cheered at the same time. It was awesome.
Well, I'm sending good feelings down from Georgia, way up here down in the sticks of Georgia. But Vince, it's a great day. It feels still weird. I don't know about you, but I feel more confident about the game as the hours keep continue to go. Um, it still doesn't feel real. I think it's always that way. The first game, you're like, oh, there is a game today. We're gonna see actual football. There's no more talking about what we potentially could see in months and months and months and months. It's here. So gut check time, Vince. How are you feeling?
I still going to stick by the pick that I had. And, ask me after the first quarter, because one of the things that we just talked about this is that if this team is competent and they have fight, right? Because that's all the coaches have been talking about. This team competes and this team fights. No one said anything this season or this off season about you know how great we're going to be or how great everything looks. It was always about buy-in and fight and competing. I think if we see that, if that's accurate, then I think this game has the potential to be close.
Vince, I'm very impressed with the decision to go with the projector. One because of two reasons. back in the day, it would never have been possible because they just didn't have the high enough brightness on bulbs
Right.
to ever survive outdoors. But it looks pretty good from here. Like you can see the picture no problem, and for the travel size, you get a much larger picture.
Oh, so it was a vision I had on Wednesday. I was like, I don't want to figure out a TV. I don't want to bring an iPad. They're too small. The iPad would be the backup. I said, I got this projector just sitting at the house that I use occasionally for a game or outside in the backyard or whatever. I was like, I'm going to give this a try. So I went to a very economical retailer and bought an $8 twin bed sheet.
Hmm.
Um, Brought the projector out, got the Apple TV from my bedroom, and it's all hot spotting from my phone. So I've got a full on guide. Um, we can
Yeah,
we can if we switch to the ESPN app, I can quad screen it, and we've got people from all the tailgates coming around to watch this. So it's turning out pretty good.
I know you're probably pissed as I am, Vince, because it's like you got the Texas game, and you have to hop over to the Fox One app, and then if there's a game on ESPN, you have to switch apps, and then you reset your progress where you are with each. Man, the fragmentation of streaming is a nightmare these
Yeah,
days.
I heard you talking about it on the show. It is going to be tricky. Now, luckily, I understand tech, and you do too. So it's kind of easy for us to figure that out. But other people in your household may be a bit of a frustration for them. I'm in lot 12, by the way, Chris. Chemistry building. We're in the breezeway here, so no need for a tent. And as luck would have it, as soon as we pulled up today, someone was leaving the building or walking into the building. So we've got the door prop so we can use the bathroom.
Always, I mean, that's been our secret for years at that spot. Was
Yep.
the air conditioning, a little break in the AC, but
Yep. Yep.
from what you said, it's really a breezeway today.
It really is a breezeway. Um, yeah, I'm just impressed with all the setups we've got going on here. It's
Chris said he'll
really,
head
really
over your
great.
way. Yeah, Chris said he's going to head your way, though. I think you are headed to Skull Session shortly.
Yeah, so keep in mind, Chris, if you're going to head over this way, I've got to be over at Skull Session by probably 1 o'clock at the latest, just so I can get set up for the Skull stream, the Skull Session stream that apparently a lot of people are looking forward to watching. So,
Absolutely. Well, Vince, let's go through. We don't want to keep everyone waiting. Uh, we talked about this on the Garnet and Old show. We already did the Florida State wins if, Florida State loses if. So how about give me your one player that, if Florida State wins, is the player of the game?
I mean, if if Florida State wins, the player of the game has got to be Tommy. I mean, that has to be that because it all starts and stops with his ability to um, make dynamic plays and protect the football. So if we are going to win today, I can't see him, I can't see him being a game manager,
Hmm.
right? And him just being a piece of a larger puzzle. Like
Yeah, he's going to take
he's got
risks.
to be the one.
Yeah, my man's going to take some risks today, and we just hope that they pay off. Now, my key, if Florida State wins, I actually think the player of the game is someone on the defensive line. I don't know exactly who, but I pick a defensive lineman cause wreaking havoc. Now, I think field goal kicks are going to be important in this game. I said on the Garden Old show, we know we got the leg, but we don't know about the accuracy yet in the real game situation. So we'll
Right.
see how it goes. But Vince, if Florida State loses, what is more of a reason, the defense or the offense?
I think if Florida State loses today, it's more of the defense. Um,
Agreed.
there's a lot of, we've been hearing about it since he was hired. There's a lot of um, variety and this and that, and you got to know where you got to be. And if you can lock all that down, then it's dynamic and it's tricky to navigate against, and you have the opportunity to create some negative plays in our favor. But if things aren't dialed up, dialed together, dialed in, um, I even with Bama being you know coming off their worst season in quite a while, and even having some guys out, I, um, I still think they're going to be pretty competent in moving the ball.
Absolutely, Vince. What game do you have on behind you? Is it the Ohio State game?
Yeah, I think we switched to Ohio State right now. Yep.
Awesome. I'm going to be watching that here in a second as we end. But Vince, one last thing. The last thing I'm going to ask. Give me one more hope. Come on, you changing your pick. Come on, are you going to change it?
You know, I don't want to be a flip flopper. I'm nervous about this game. I'm a fan. I'm nervous about this game, but I will know more once I see the fight in the team. If I'm going to change my pick, it's going to be after I see something. I'm not going to do it like just because you're prodding me to do it.
Yes. Now I'm staying
But I'm
steadfast.
hopeful, Ryan. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they've got their act together. I'm hopeful the coaching staff has brought in the players that care about actually playing football. Um, I, I'm hopeful for that, but we don't know that yet till we see it.
I will say one thing, and I've learned this over the tenure of Mike Norvell coach teams. Don't overreact to the incredible first drive. I can tell. I
Yeah,
mean, how many games, Vince, have me and you even been sitting next to each other and been like, or even if we're watching separate, eye emojis to each other the first drive, it just even last year, right? But it's been multiple times where if there's anything that's been consistent across Norvell coach teams, it's man that first drive where the plays are already predetermined. Now Gus completely different situation, but
yeah.
even if Florida State scores their first drive, it's 7-0 or something. I'm not sending the eye emojis. I'm not going to do it.
No, no, you can't because teams settle in. It's the first game of the season for both teams. It's all this adrenaline, all this hype that's been leading up to this point, and so there's initial outlay of energy from both teams, and that can look very different than what it's going to look like, midway through the second quarter.
And not to pump the conference, but how about the ACC last night?
Yeah, Wake
Georgia
Forest,
Tech beating
really
Colorado.
doing some damage.
Yeah, Wake Forest 10-9. That was a huge
Ten
win,
to
big
nine.
time. But Georgia
Hey,
Tech beating
how about
Colorado.
Georgia Tech deciding to maybe try to give the game away in the first 8 minutes of the game?
Yes, but Haynes King's final run, that was a good play. That was good.
It was beautiful. Yeah, and I'm not a
But
flag waver, by the way, Ryan. You know that about
no,
me.
correct. But how about it? We
Yeah,
it's a good start for the ACC. Hopefully it continues. But Vince, it's been
hopefully.
awesome. Say hi to everyone for me. It's going
Will
to be a
do.
great
We miss you,
day.
Ryan.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good day. I'm nervous already. We got less than 3 hours now. It's go time, baby. It's football
It
time.
is. It is. And don't before you end the stream, Ryan, I want to remind people if you're at home and you're not here at the game, and you're looking for something to hype you up even more, at 1:15, I'm going live with the live stream with the Chiefs. So check that out. It's already scheduled on the channel, so you can watch that. There's very little talking. It's all Chiefs. I mean, I will introduce things, but it's pretty much just like if you were there at Hauser.
All right, perfect. Well, Vince, good luck, sir. Cheer on your Knowles. And I hope when we do our post game, we are both celebrating, and you're on your way to Madison Social for a post game
Wouldn't that
drink.
be
So
something? Wouldn't
wouldn't
that
that
be
be
something?
something? We've seen it before. We were in New Orleans together, brother, and we saw that happen. No one thought, honestly, how many people thought we would beat LSU that game?
Most people didn't. Hey, people, there's hope.
Yep.
There's hope. Bring the positive vibes.
Yeah,
And
Vanderbilt
and
beat Alabama last year,
regardless,
guys.
though, regardless, is a long season ahead, and I think this team program is destined to elevate, to
To
climb
climb.
for sure.
Well, Vince, send the Chiefs all the damn time, of course, right?
Yeah,
Always. And go Knowles, man. Enjoy the
go
game.
Knowles, everybody.